Did you know that fewer than 1 in 3 Americans actually live past 85? That means, even though many of us expect to get there, the odds may not be in our favor. But here's the shocking part. It's not because of major diseases or big accidents. It's often because of tiny mistakes, the kind we make every single day without even realizing it. Mistakes that silently wear down your heart, your mind, your independence. And no one tells you until it's too late. I used to think that aging well was mostly about good genes or good doctors. But I've come to realize there are 6 small hidden habits that hold most seniors back from ever reaching 85. They don't sound dangerous. In fact, some of them sound completely normal. But today, I'll show you what they are and how to fix them so you can take back control of your future. Because here's what matters. You're not done yet. There's so much more life to live, but only if you know what to avoid and what to do instead. Let's get into it. Starting with the most common and most underestimated mistake seniors make. Mistake 1, skipping strength exercises. Let me ask you something personal. When was the last time you actually challenged your muscles? No, I'm not talking about lifting heavy weights or doing push-ups like a teenager. I mean gentle, steady movements, just enough to keep your body strong, your balance steady, and your independence intact. You see, after the age of 60, we begin to lose muscle mass at an alarming rate. In fact, studies show that older adults can lose 3 to 8% of their muscle mass every decade after 30, and that rate accelerates after 65. It's called sarcopenia, and it doesn't just make you weaker, it makes you vulnerable. Here's why this matters. Most seniors don't fall because they're clumsy. They fall because their legs aren't strong enough to catch them. They don't stop going upstairs because of age. They stop because their knees and the muscles around them can no longer support the weight. And sadly, too many older adults think that just walking is enough. But walking, while wonderful for the heart, doesn't build muscle. It maintains it at best. If you're not actively strengthening your muscles, you're losing them. Slowly, quietly, every single day. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I'm too old to start lifting weights. Or maybe, my knees hurt, my back aches, I can't do exercises anymore. But what if I told you, you can build strength without ever leaving your chair? You can protect your balance, strengthen your core, and prevent dangerous falls with just 10 and 15 minutes a day, right in your living room. Let me give you some simple, joint-friendly strength exercises you can start today. No gym, no equipment required. Try this. 3 simple strength exercises for seniors. 1 seated leg extensions. Sit on a sturdy chair. Slowly extend one leg out straight. Hold for 3 seconds. Lower. Repeat 10 times each leg. This strengthens your quadriceps, the muscles that help you stand, climb stairs, and prevent falls. 2 wall push-ups. Stand facing a wall. Place your hands shoulder-width apart on the wall. Slowly bend your elbows, bringing your chest toward the wall. Then push back. Do 10 repetitions. This works your upper body and supports posture and daily tasks. 3 sit-to stance. Start by sitting on a firm chair. Cross your arms over your chest. Use only your legs to stand up. Then sit back down slowly. Try 5-10 times. This builds leg and core strength, the foundation of independence. Remember, the goal isn't to become a bodybuilder. It's to stay strong enough to carry your groceries, to get up from the toilet without help, to lift your grandchild, to live on your own terms, longer. And here's a secret. It's not about intensity, it's about consistency. Doing a little bit each day is far more powerful than pushing too hard once a week. So please, don't skip strength work just because it sounds intimidating. Start where you are, use what you have. And know this, every small step you take today is a gift to your future self. You're never too old to get stronger. And the stronger you stay, the longer and better you live. Mistake 2, not drinking enough water. Let me share something most people don't know. As we age, our sense of thirst dulls. That means even when your body desperately needs water, you might not feel thirsty at all. In fact, dehydration is one of the most common reasons seniors end up in the hospital. And it's often misdiagnosed. Why? Because it doesn't always show up as dry mouth or dizziness. Sometimes it looks like confusion, fatigue, low blood pressure, even memory problems that can mimic dementia. A study published in the journal Nutrition Reviews found that up to 48% of older adults are chronically underhydrated. Not dangerously dehydrated, but not fully hydrated either. And that subtle lack of water over time can affect everything from your brain to your kidneys, even your heart rhythm. So why does this happen? Well, as we grow older, our bodies naturally hold less water. We also take more medications, many of which are diuretics, meaning they flush water out of our systems. Combine that with a weaker thirst signal, and suddenly, you're sipping just 1 or 2 glasses a day, without realizing how much your body is crying out for more. How much water do you really need after 65? Forget the old 8 glasses a day rule. The truth is, water needs are personal. But a good place to start is at least 6 to 8 cups of fluid per day. More if you're active, or it's hot out. And no, it doesn't all have to be plain water. Soups, herbal teas, smoothies, and water-rich fruits like watermelon or oranges all count. Simple ways to stay hydrated, without even thinking about it. 1. Keep a glass of water by your bed. Drink a few sips when you wake up, before coffee or breakfast. 2. Use a clear bottle you can see through. That visual reminder helps you track how much you're really drinking. 3. Add flavor naturally. Lemon, cucumber, mint, or a few berries can make plain water more inviting. 4. Pair water with routine. Drink a glass with each medication, after each bathroom break, or during TV commercial breaks. 5. Watch your urine color. Sounds odd, but it's helpful. Light yellow, hydrated. Dark, time to drink up. Now, you might say, but I don't want to be running to the bathroom every hour. That's a common concern. But here's the truth. Frequent urination is actually a sign that your body is working well. It's cleansing your system. And as your body gets used to steady hydration, the urgency often fades. Let me say this from the heart. Drinking water isn't just about avoiding dry skin or leg cramps. It's about protecting your brain, keeping your blood flowing, and making sure every cell in your body gets what it needs to keep going strong, year after year. So please, don't wait until you're thirsty. Because by then, your body's already behind. Sip often, sip smart, and give your future self the gift of hydration. Mistake 3, not sleeping consistently. Have you ever stayed up too late watching TV, then found yourself waking up groggy, irritated, and just not feeling like yourself the next morning? It might seem harmless, but irregular sleep patterns can quietly wear down your health in ways that many seniors don't realize. In fact, research shows that inconsistent sleep, going to bed at different times, waking up at random hours, or napping too much during the day, can increase your risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, and even early death. And here's something even more surprising. One major study from the National Institute on Aging found that older adults who sleep less than 6 hours a night or have erratic sleep schedules were 30% more likely to develop dementia. Now, that doesn't mean you need to sleep like a teenager again. But it does mean this: your brain and body love rhythm. They thrive on regularity, especially as you age. So what causes poor sleep in older adults? Retirement or empty nest life changes your routine. Pain, frequent urination, or medication side effects interrupt your rest. And of course, worry, about health, finances, family, can keep your mind racing at night. But here's the good news. Fixing your sleep doesn't require sleeping pills or fancy equipment. Often, it just means gently reshaping your habits, starting with when and how you go to bed. How to restore a consistent sleep routine. 1. Set a fixed bedtime and stick to it, even on weekends, even if you're not tired. Your brain needs predictability to rebuild its sleep rhythm. 2. Create a wind-down routine. About 30 minutes before bed, dim the lights. Turn off screens. Listen to soft music. Maybe do a little stretching or light reading. These signals tell your body it's time to rest. 3. Avoid long naps after 3 p.m. A short nap after lunch is fine, but long or late naps confuse your internal clock. Or get sunlight in the morning. Step outside, open the curtains, take a walk. Natural light early in the day resets your body clock and makes falling asleep easier at night. 5. Keep your bedroom cool, quiet, and dark. Even small noises or light can disturb sleep as we age. Consider blackout curtains, white noise, or a fan. Some seniors believe poor sleep is just a part of aging. But that's simply not true. Yes, your sleep changes. But you still need 7 to 8 hours of quality rest to support your memory, immune system, and energy. And more importantly, sleep is when your body repairs, when your brain clears out waste, when your heart gets a break. So if you've been going to bed at midnight one night and 8 p.m. the next, if you wake up feeling foggy, achy, or drained, it's time to reclaim your nights. Make sleep sacred. Make it regular. And let your body do the healing it was designed to do. Mistake 4. Holding on to emotional baggage. Let me ask you something quietly. Is there something, a moment, a person, a word, that still weighs heavy on your heart, even after all these years? Maybe it's a regret, a loss, a hurt that was never fully healed, or a conversation that never happened. You see, as we age, we often think the past is behind us. But truthfully, the past can live within us if we never make peace with it. And here's something most people don't realize. Emotional pain doesn't just affect your mind. It affects your body too. In fact, researchers have found that chronic stress, unresolved grief, or long-held anger can increase inflammation, weaken your immune system, raise your blood pressure, and even accelerate aging on a cellular level. In other words, the pain we carry inside can quietly wear us down from the inside out. Emotional baggage isn't just sadness, it's silent stress. Maybe someone hurt you and never apologized. Maybe you made a mistake you've never forgiven yourself for. Or maybe you've simply buried too many emotions for too long, thinking, that's just life. But here's the truth. Letting go isn't about forgetting. It's about releasing yourself from the weight of what you can no longer change. You deserve peace. You deserve lightness. And you don't have to carry everything forever. Gentle ways to let go and heal. 1. Write it down. Even if no one else reads it. Write the letter you never sent. Write the words you needed to say. Sometimes putting pain on paper is the first step to lifting it off your heart. 2. Talk to someone you trust. A friend, a counselor, a spiritual advisor. Sometimes healing begins when your story is heard and your feelings are honored. 3. Practice self-forgiveness. We are all imperfect. But carrying guilt for decades doesn't make us better. It makes us ill. Remind yourself, you did the best you could with what you knew at the time. 4. Try this simple phrase. I release what no longer serves me. Say it aloud. Repeat it in the morning. Whisper it at night. Let it become a new rhythm in your mind. I know, some wounds are deep. Some stories are complicated. And some goodbyes still ache, even after all this time. But please remember this. You've already made it through so much. You've already survived things that once felt impossible. Don't let the past steal your peace today, or your health tomorrow. Let go. Not for them. For you. You still have living to do. And it's much easier to walk forward when you're no longer carrying what was never meant to stay. Mistake 5. Skipping preventive checkups. No one likes going to the doctor. And by the time you reach your 60s or 70s, you've probably seen more waiting rooms, white coats, and blood pressure cuffs than you care to remember. So it's easy to think, if I feel fine, why bother? If something's really wrong, I'll know. Or maybe even, I don't want to hear bad news. But here's the truth, my friend. By the time you feel something is wrong, it may already be too late to fix it easily. That's why preventive checkups, those simple screenings you're offered once a year, matter more than ever. Because when it comes to health after 65, early detection is everything. The silent threats you can't feel. There are conditions that creep in quietly, without pain, without symptoms. High blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, colon cancer, prostate or breast cancer, osteoporosis, kidney disease. These conditions can live in your body for years, stealing energy, damaging organs, weakening bones, before you ever notice a thing. And yet many of them are entirely manageable, if caught early. The most important checkups for people over 65. Here's a simple list to keep track of. If you haven't done one in the last 12 months, consider making the call this week. Annual wellness visit, Medicare covers this. Blood pressure and cholesterol check. Diabetes screening. Colorectal cancer screening. Colonoscopy or stool tests. Bone density scan, especially for women. Vision and hearing tests. Vaccines. Flu. Shingles. Pneumonia. Tetanus. Skin checks, especially for unusual moles or spots. Mental health screening. For depression, memory changes, or anxiety. But what if you're scared of what they'll find? That's completely normal. But remember, finding something early gives you options. It gives you time. And most of all, it gives you a chance to take control of your health instead of letting fear run the show. You deserve that chance. You've come this far. Now protect it. You've worked hard to reach this stage of life. You've overcome challenges, raised families, built homes, survived heartache. You've earned the right to enjoy these years in good health. But you can't enjoy life fully if you don't take care of the vessel that carries you through it. A checkup isn't just a test. It's a promise you make to yourself. I choose to stay here. I choose to stay strong. I choose to live. So go ahead, make the appointment. Not because something is wrong, but because you want to keep everything right. Mistake 6. Eating senior-friendly but processed foods. Walk into any grocery store and you'll see them everywhere. Low-fat, heart-healthy, easy to chew, perfect for seniors. Sounds good, doesn't it? But here's the uncomfortable truth. Many foods marketed toward older adults are doing more harm than good. And often, it's not what these foods say on the label, it's what they don't say. Behind the friendly packaging and doctor-approved language are hidden sugars, excess sodium, preservatives, and chemicals that slowly strain your heart, kidneys, and brain. The hidden dangers in processed senior foods. Take a closer look at some of the most common items. Canned soups often contain up to 900 milliliters of sodium per serving, raising blood pressure. Frozen healthy dinners may have hidden sugars and low protein, leaving you undernourished. Soft white bread, easy to chew, but stripped of fiber and nutrients. Low-fat yogurts, often loaded with added sugar to compensate for taste. Instant oatmeal packets, convenient, but packed with artificial flavorings and sweeteners. And don't get me started on those colorful snack puddings and nutrition shakes. Yes, they're easy on the stomach, but some are full of corn syrup and oils your body doesn't need. Why it matters more after 65. After 65, your body processes food differently. Your metabolism slows, your muscle mass shrinks, your kidneys and liver don't filter as efficiently, and your brain becomes more sensitive to inflammation and chemical additives, so every bite counts more than ever. What you eat isn't just fuel, it's medicine or poison. A better way to eat for strength, clarity, and longevity. 1. Focus on single-ingredient foods. If your great-grandmother would recognize it, it's probably good. Think: eggs, spinach, oatmeal, sweet potatoes, apples. 2. Cook at home when you can. Simple meals, like steamed veggies, roasted chicken, or lentil soup, are often the most healing. 3. Read labels slowly. If there are more than 6 ingredients and you can't pronounce some of them, put it back. 4. Add more color to your plate. Bright foods, like blueberries, carrots, leafy greens, are rich in antioxidants that protect your brain and fight inflammation. 5. Don't fear fat. Fear fake. Healthy fats from olive oil, nuts, avocado, or salmon are your friend. What you want to avoid are trans fats, processed oils, and hydrogenated anything. Let me leave you with this thought. You've earned the right to feel strong, clear-minded, and energized each day. You've earned meals that nourish, not numb you. So please, don't settle for food that's simply easy to chew. Choose food that helps you chew through life, with clarity and vitality. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just start by changing one aisle in the grocery store, one ingredient in your breakfast, one moment of awareness at mealtime. Because what you put on your plate today shapes who you'll be tomorrow. So now you know the 6 hidden mistakes that quietly hold so many older adults back from reaching 85, not because they're careless, but because no one ever told them these things matter. Let's take a moment to remember what we covered. Skipping strength exercises slowly weakens your independence. Not drinking enough water dries up energy, memory, and health. Irregular sleep confuses the brain and steals healing time. Holding on to emotional pain weighs down the heart, mind, and body. Skipping preventive checkups misses your best chance to catch problems early. Trusting senior-friendly processed foods, when real food is the true healer. Here's the beautiful truth, my friend. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to change everything overnight. You simply need to start right where you are. Because every small change is a seed planted for your future. And every step you take today could help you walk longer, live fuller, and love deeper tomorrow. So what now? Pick one of these mistakes, just one, and fix it this week. Write it down, tell a friend, make it real. And if this video helped you in any way, please share it with someone you care about. Someone who deserves to live strong. Someone who might need a gentle reminder, just like you. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because this isn't just a place for health tips. It's a place for hope, for healing, and for elders who still believe the best is yet to come. You're still here. You're still growing. And you are not done yet. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay strong, stay kind to yourself, and keep walking toward 85 and beyond.